Jennifer Arado, and I'm interviewing.
And for Kwame.
First question. What's the first scenario that comes to your mind when someone mentions verbal bullying?
The first scenario that comes to my mind when somebody mentions verbal bullying is the words that people use to describe somebody just because they're something. Like, for example, like some people are like, "Oh, you're gonna bomb my house just because I'm Muslim," or they're like, "Oh, you have your bomb ready," or whatever. They're like, "Oh, are you related to Osama bin Laden?" Like, they say stupid things, and it doesn't bother me so much, but still, those things should not be coming out your mouth.
First thing I think of when I hear the word verbal bullying, right? Yeah, think of like kids getting bullied to the point where they want to commit suicide, like that, torturing them every single day with words and all that. It really sucks. But I was bullied back in 5th grade, so this issue does like mean a lot to me in a very similar way. So yeah, when I hear the word bullying, I just think of like sadness and like pain and all that.
How would you deal with the situation if it happened to you?
If something like that happened to me, I would tell my mother, because my mother would then tell my father, who would then go to the principal, who would then do something about it, because they are the officials of the school. And problems like that are very serious if they get too serious. If it's something little, I don't think you may not be bothered about it, but maybe if it continues persistently, then you should get an adult help. And yeah, that's what I would do.
What was the question again?
How would you deal with the situation if it happened to you?
Bullying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was bullied a lot back in like 5th grade. No, like pure bullying, everything. I wasn't sure how to deal with it at the time, so I basically just kept all my feelings to myself, and I started feeling like really depressed and sad, like all the time. And then I started thinking to myself that all I gotta do is just keep moving forward because it does get better over time. Just keep pushing along, and then I found pure happiness. That's why I smile all the time, every single day. But bullied, like when I didn't get bullied, I wasn't really sure how to handle it. I look at it now, and I think it's right what I could have done, but I'm not really sure what I can do about it now. So like verbal bullying, I was verbally at times, so I wasn't really sure how to deal with it. Like I was called scrub and nerd and all that, even though I wasn't a nerd, it's just hurtful at times. Just to go to school, a place you're supposed to learn and get educated, and just be called that several times. So it is pretty hard about verbal bullying. So that's all I got to say.
Have you ever seen verbal bullying?
I haven't actually seen. Well, yes, I have seen. Like last year, there was this boy in my class who had a Muslim name, and his name was Muhammad. And so, like, kids would tease him continuously, saying that he's the one who destroyed the Twin Towers and all that other stuff. And I guess it wouldn't bother him, but in some ways it like bothered me. Like, why would you say that? That's really rude and stuff like that. And to say things like that, I feel like it's not nice at all. What if somebody was teasing you about something? If somebody's teasing you about the clothes you're wearing, oh, that you're cheap, you buy stuff at Foreman Mills, like you would be very upset. You may go back and tease, you may have a comeback, but in the end you may still be hurt deep down.
Repeat the question again, please.
Have you ever seen verbal bullying?
Oh yes, several occasions. I remember my friend Greg, like he got called tons of names, horrible stuff. Like I really can't even say it because it's not school appropriate. I've seen verbal abuse on so many occasions, like the word faggot and like homo. Not to me though, no, not to me. But like to everybody else. Like I heard the word faggot, homo, like carbon muncher, dyke, and all this offensive terms. It's just really wrong. And it should stop. So yeah, I have seen several ways of verbal abuse to people, verbal bullying.
Right. Do you know someone who is currently in this predicament?
No, I do not know anybody who is currently in this predicament. But if they were in this predicament, I would try to help them. And if they needed my help, I would see what I can do for them and be there for them.
I do know somebody that's in this current predicament. Her name is Tabla Muhammad. Like she sits with us at lunch, and like they constantly call her like little Osama. And like some of the offensive terms they say to her, like they don't want her to sit at the table because they're scared. Like if they make her mad, she's gonna blow it up. And it's just like most of you guys might know Tabla. She's a little girl at heart, and it's just so sad to see like one of my good friends get called a terrorist on the regular.
What should kids in school do to stop and prevent verbal bullying in the future?
In school, they should create programs that if there are any kids who are verbal bullied, they should like try to provide services for them, help them, let those kids that go through the program to help other kids have speeches. Maybe they can bring in somebody famous to talk about how bad it is to say mean and disrespectful things to other people, to your peers, to other people, and maybe it will make a change within the school.
Excuse me, would you mind repeating the question again?
What should kids in school do to stop and prevent verbal bullying in the future?
Well, for starters, just be a friend, you know. Like, get to know somebody before you try to judge them. Because like your words really do hurt people. Like that old saying, "Sticks and stones break my bones, but words never hurt me." That's not true because like words do hurt you emotionally, and it can really drive somebody to the point of suicide or even taking other people's lives before they take theirs. So like as I said before, if you could just give somebody a hug.
Thank you for watching.
You're welcome.
No problem.